Ever wondered about, the hidden engines of a nation's growth? Or maybe how those amazing fictional worlds and historical dramas get brought to life?
Hmm.
Well, today we're taking a deep dive into Mungyeong, South Korea. It's this really fascinating place where serious industrial history and vibrant cultural heritage basically stand side by side.
It's quite a mix.
It is. And we've got a great stack of sources here, everything from official tourism sites, some detailed historical accounts, and even traveler reviews, firsthand experiences.
Right.
Our mission really is to unpack the story of two very distinct, but I think equally compelling attractions there, the Mungyeong Coal Museum and the Mungyeong Saije Open Set Studio.
And what's really remarkable, I think, about Mungyeong is how it acts as this kind of living archive.
Yeah.
You can literally walk through Korea's huge industrial transformation, and then just, a stone's throw away, you step onto these elaborate sets from the biggest historical dramas. It gives you this unique lens into both the, let's say, tangible foundations and the cultural stories that have shaped modern Korea. It's quite something.
Okay, so let's dive into that. First up, this resource that was, well, absolutely crucial for Korea for a long time, the Mungyeong Coal Museum.
Hmm.
Now, this isn't just any museum building, right? It's actually built right in the business area of the old unsung anthracite coal mine,
That's right.
which I read was the second most productive coal field in the entire country, opened back in 1999. So what does this place really tell us about Korea's past?
Well, if you put it in the bigger picture, coal was basically Korea's only homegrown energy resource for a very long time.
Right, the only one.
Yeah, so absolutely vital for its rapid industrialization after the war. The museum does a great job of systematically explaining coal's journey, from how it formed geologically to its role literally powering the Korean economy,
Uh,
at least until, oil and natural gas started taking over, which eventually led to the mine's decline and its closure in 1994.
I see.
But crucially, it really highlights the human story behind all that industrial power, the story that often gets overlooked.
And they really bring that human side to life, don't they? How do they capture that raw experience beyond just, like, showing old tools?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It covers the sheer hard work, the daily lives of the miners. You see the actual tools they use, like the rock shovel for loading debris, which sounds exhausting,
Yeah.
and the kulpik. That's a special pickaxe just for loosening the coal seams. Plus safety gear, masks, rescue devices.
Mhm.
They even explain something quite specific, like why acetylene lamps were eventually banned. Turns out they could ignite explosive gases underground.
Oh, wow. Scary.
Exactly. It underscores that constant danger they faced. It wasn't just hard work, it was incredibly dangerous.
And I read something about a strange relationship miners had with rats. Is that covered?
Yes, precisely. That comes up in the mine exhibition hall. What's really unique here is that this hall actually uses parts of the real In-song tunnel.
The actual mine.
Parts of it, yeah. A working mine, right up until 800 meters long,
Hmm.
you can actually take what they call a spider train ride through a section of it.
Cool.
And along the way, you see these dioramas showing life miners eating their, very simple meals deep underground, safety supervisors checking for gas.
Right.
And then there's this poignant anecdote about the rats. Apparently, miners saw the presence of rats as a good sign
A good sign.
because the rats, being more sensitive, would supposedly detect dangerous gases or maybe feel tremors before an imminent collapse, before the humans could.
Wow. Like little early warning system.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And so miners would often share bits of their food with them. It highlights this really incredible, almost symbiotic bond forged in that incredibly dangerous environment.
That's amazing. And it sounds like that human story continues above ground, too, with the miners' private house exhibition hall, the coal miners' village.
Absolutely. That's a really striking part. It's a replica of a miner's house from around the 1970s.
Okay.
And it shows just how basic the living conditions were. You often see entire families crammed into just one room with a single shared kitchen space.
Just one room.
Yeah. But then, in contrast, they also show a manager-level employee's house. Maybe 2 rooms, slightly better furniture, even an indoor outhouse-style toilet, which was a luxury then.
Big difference.
Huge difference. And the village also recreates other parts of their community life, like a barber shop from the 60s or 70s, a public bathhouse, a butcher shop,
So a real snapshot.
a very vivid picture. There's even this fascinating historical detail about miners eating pork belly, samgyeopsal, after their shifts.
Oh, yeah. Why was that?
Well, the common belief, or maybe hope, was that the fat from the pork would help clear the coal dust out of their lungs.
Did it actually work?
Medically, probably not. It's seen as a misconception now. But it tells you so much about their culture, their concerns, the daily realities they
Yeah,
faced.
that's
So this focus on the miners' whole lives, not just the work, adds this really deep human layer to the industrial history. It really underscores the resilience and the sacrifice that fueled Korea's growth.
It really sounds like a place where you gain a profound appreciation for that whole era. A tough time, but so crucial.
Hmm.
And the museum, opening in '99, seems to have done a fantastic job preserving that memory, especially now that it's part of this larger Mungyeong Igarala and Coal Museum complex, looking towards an ecological future, too.
It connects the past and future nicely.
Okay, so from that gritty, real history of the mines, let's make a sharp turn.
Right.
A dramatic shift, you could say. Just nearby, there's the Mungyeong open set studio.
Ah, yes, the K-drama location.
Exactly. This place is apparently massive, 70,000 square meters. They say it's the largest historical filming site in Korea. So why Mungyeong? What drew them there for this?
Well, the initial reason is actually quite interesting. The site was chosen because the mountains right there, Joryongsan and Juhulsan,
Yeah.
look very similar to Songgaksan.
Songgaksan.
Yeah, the mountain overlooking Gaeseong, which is the capital of the Goryeo dynasty.
Ah, okay. So the natural landscape fit the bill for historical dramas.
Precisely.
Hmm.
So when it first opened back in 2000, it was mainly focused on recreating the Goryeo era.
Got it. But I heard it got a major makeover later.
It did, exactly. In 2008, Mungyeong City invested pretty heavily, about 7.5 billion won, I read.
Wow, that's serious money.
It was. And they used it to completely transform the sets to primarily depict the Joseon dynasty instead.
So they switched dynasties.
Pretty much, yeah. They built 103 new structures. Things like detailed replicas of parts of Gyeon Bukkum Palace, like the main gate Gwangwamun.
Really? Like the real palace?
Well, detailed replicas, maybe at about 70% scale, but very convincing.
Okay, still impressive.
Oh, hugely.
Hmm.
In total, there were something like 130 set buildings now. Everything from the royal palaces to noblemen's houses, right down to commoner villages and markets. It creates this incredibly rich backdrop.
It sounds like you could literally walk into a K-drama. For fans, that must be amazing. What are some of the big shows filmed there? People will want to know.
Oh, the list is long. Some really iconic ones. Think way back to Taiho Wan-gyan.
Ah, the founder of Goryeo. Makes sense given the original sets.
Right. Then Daejo Young, another big epic. More recently, things like Sungkyunkwan Scandal.
Loved that one.
Chuno, the slave hunters drama, very action-packed. The Moon Embracing the Sun, massive hit.
Huge.
And then stuff that's reached a global audience, like Netflix's Kingdom Seasons 1 and 2.
Zombie one. Yes.
That's the one. Also, The Red Sleeve, critically acclaimed, and Hwanthan, Alchemy of Souls, the fantasy series. It's just constantly in use.
Wow. So walking around there, you're literally walking through scenes from all these massive hits.
You really are. And beyond just, the visual spectacle, the sheer popularity of the dramas filmed there shows how powerful these sets are. They don't just recreate history. They help export this dynamic vision of Korean culture worldwide.
That's a great point. History isn't just being preserved, it's being reimagined and shared globally from this one spot.
Exactly.
So, besides just looking at the buildings, what else can visitors actually do there? How do you really immerse yourself?
The grounds are huge, so you can take a monorail to get around, which is helpful.
Sensible.
But a really popular thing is the Yeongsang Experience Hall. Yeongsang means the king's face or presence.
Okay.
And in this hall, you can actually dress up in traditional Joseon-era royal robes like the king or queen and sit on a replica throne for a photo.
Oh, people must love that.
They absolutely do. It makes you feel like you've stepped right into the drama. They also have a promotional hall showing off all the dramas filmed there with digital albums, props, behind-the-scenes stuff.
So it's a full experience.
It really is. It blends the filmmaking aspect with the history beautifully. And unsurprisingly, all this has massively boosted tourism in Mungyeong. Millions of people visit.
I can imagine. It really is striking, isn't it, how Mungyeong offers these two incredibly different yet equally rich historical windows. On one side, you have that raw, difficult, but foundational history of industrialization, the coal miners' lives.
The grit.
And then literally next door, you step into this polished, dramatic, curated world of historical K-dramas.
It's such a powerful juxtaposition. If you think about it, Mungyeong lets you see both the sort of backbone of Korea's economic
Oh,
miracle.
right, the hidden engine we talked about.
Exactly. And also the vibrant cultural stories that are captivating people all over the world today.
And they're physically close. Like, you can visit both easily.
Oh, yeah, they're very close. Often you can even get combined admission tickets. It gives you this really comprehensive look at the country's multifaceted past and how that past continues to shape its present and its global image.
It feels like a testament to how a place can, honor a really challenging part of its history while also fully embracing its popular cultural present.
Well put. Yeah.
So really, whether you're drawn more to the tough realities of industrial history or maybe the glamour and storytelling of K-drama sets, Mungyeong seems to offer this truly unique journey through different layers of time.
Absolutely.
You can explore the depths of an actual coal mine, feel that history, and then maybe the same afternoon, walk the very paths where the kings and queens of your favorite dramas ruled.
It's quite the experience, and it really prompts you to think, doesn't it? How do these seemingly separate things, a nation's hidden industrial foundations, and its celebrated, maybe even romanticized cultural narratives, how do they intertwine?
Mm,
How do they work together to define a nation's identity, both for itself and for how it captures the global imagination?
yeah.
It makes you consider how we connect with history in all these diverse, sometimes surprising ways.